fresh juice. It tastes so good. I'm so proud of myself. Especially when you're making juice without a recipe and you're just kind of using all of the fresh fruits and vegetables you have. Sometimes you can be a little unsure as to whether or not it's going to taste delicious, but this tastes so good. I Instagrammed a little bit about it. So if you're not following me on Instagram, it's erika.moulton. So erika.moulton, and you should follow me there. Hooray! Ooh, guys, it is summer in Florida. Wow, it is hot today. There's so many people at the pool, and I just passed a few people in their bathing suits, just like walking around, and wow, it is warm today, and it is only February, my oh my. Anyway, so I had a great morning. I went to the gym, which was great because I hadn't been in a few days. I was doing well, and then my right hip and my right knee started bothering me, and so I took a few days off, which actually felt really nice. Like it felt good to take a little bit of a break. And then today, so far so good. I can feel my knees being like a little back and forth, but I walked on an incline and like ran a little bit on an incline, which for my body is a little bit better because I don't then like compress my joints as much. If I walk flat or run on a flat surface, it just is kind of compressive because obviously I'm like not holding myself correctly. And so on an incline, I'm sort of forced to use my glutes and my hamstrings and like all of the muscles in the back of my leg, and it just works a little bit better for me. Oh my goodness, guys. Also, I didn't put on sunscreen today. I never forget sunscreen. Never. But because this morning was so like, you know, I went to the gym, I made juice, I was just like doing things around the house before I had to leave. When I got out of the shower, I was like, all right, you know what, I'll just put on my moisturizer and then I'll put on my sunscreen later, which of course then I forgot to do as I was leaving the house, and I never forget. You guys know, like, I am the #1 champion of sunscreen, and especially like I live in the South right now and it is so hot. The sun is no joke, and I work so hard in undoing the years and years of sun damage and hyperpigmentation and fine lines that I have due to like not wearing sunscreen and over tanning. So I mean, it's unheard of. I'm in uncharted territories right now. Luckily, I'm not working outside, or like I won't be outside too much. But I do have to stop at Target. I'm hoping that I have time. So I have a client, and then I have like a little bit of time. I have enough time that if there's traffic, I can get to teaching the kids tonight, no problem. But if there's no traffic, then I might get to where I need to be a little bit early, in which case I could head to Target. It's like I could definitely wait a day or two. We just need more like dishwasher tablets. And so I wanted to pick up that, and then also I need a nail polish remover, because I've been using the nail polish remover that doesn't have any acetone in it, and because I'm thinking like, oh, it would be better for me, like it's more, I don't know, like it's healthier. But the non-acetone nail polish remover, it takes forever to get your nail color off, forever, and it like doesn't really do a great job. So I'm just gonna opt for some regular, good old-fashioned nail polish remover. I need that, but by the time I go to Target tonight, the sun will be setting anyway, so it would be silly to like get sunscreen. But I can't believe it. I usually never, I never forget sunscreen ever. Not like usually, no, I never. So yeah. Oh, I did my nails. Like, guys, my nails right now do not have Go Ginza on them. Isn't that crazy? I feel like Go Ginza has been my go-to color for like the past 2 or 3 months. It's the only color I've worn. I decided to change it up. I want to say this color is called Mamba. I meant to check it before I left the house and of course forgot, but I'm pretty sure it's called Mamba, and I love it. The funny thing about this color is that it's definitely like the same color as my skin tone, so I kind of like that it doesn't look like I'm wearing anything on my nails, but it's not like the like light pink I'm not wearing anything. It's like, it almost looks like my whole hand is flesh and I have no nails, which sounds kind of gross, but I kind of like it. I feel like it's a really cool, different neutral, and yeah, I don't know, it's different. So I decided I'd opt for for a neutral tone this time around. And I also haven't been wearing any base or top coat lately because I found that, I don't know, I guess like your nails are gonna chip regardless, but when I don't know, I've been like kind of playing around with it a little bit because I felt like for the past few times that I was doing my nails with a base and a top coat, they were peeling like so quickly, and I don't know if it was creating like a seal around the nail color that was just making it really easy for like the whole nail color to just come off, or what. So I decided for the past few times that I painted my own nails, I've just done the color, and it's, you know, it's been fine. It chips a little bit toward the edges of the nails like a day or two later, but it's really not that bad, and I don't mind just kind of going over it. No, so much traffic. Oh my word. All right, well, there you go. Anyway, I just been having one of those days. You ever have those days where you just you feel so much love in your heart for your spouse and your partner, whether that be your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife? So Jeff, if you're watching this, I'm just having one of those days where I just love ya and I just want to squeeze you and like eat you up. So it's just weird, TMI, but thought I would share that with you guys because it's just something I've been feeling all day. And so this weekend, I don't know if I told you guys this, I think I did, but I started watching The Crown. It was it's a Netflix series all about Queen Elizabeth II, and I knew that I wanted to watch it. For starters, like, I love the British royal family, I love the history. I've always had, like, my heart has always been pulled toward England, always. Even before I met Jeff, like, I just, like, always loved it. I remember being a tiny, like, a little girl, I was maybe like 6 or 7, and we went on vacation to Jamaica, and we met like a British family there, and I became really like good friends with the little girl. Her name was Jessica. She was from England, and we were pen pals for a long. I just always loved everything. My favorite Disney characters were Wendy and Alice. Like, I always just wanted to be British so badly. And I just love like everything. Oh, I just love it. And so, like, I knew that it was something I was going to want to watch, but I kept kind of putting it off. And then I watched the first 4 episodes, I think a week and a half ago, and it was okay. Like, nothing crazy. Nothing where I was like, oh, this is riveting. Like, I want to keep watching. And then I took a little break for about a day or two. And then I had a free afternoon a few days ago, and I was like, you know what, why don't I just, like, keep watching? Let me just give it another shot. And I did. And I must say, so I'm on, I think there's 10 episodes in the first season, currently on Netflix. It's the first season. Did I say that? I think I said that. Anyway. And I'm now currently on episode 8, and I have to say the past like 3 episodes have been so much more interesting and riveting than the first like 4 were, to be honest. When I first started watching it, I was like, this is kind of boring. I don't know. Like, the acting is fantastic in it, and the woman who plays Queen Elizabeth, her name's Claire Foy. She's been nominated for a bunch of awards this season, and for good reason. She's an amazing actress, and she's very like she's very interesting to watch, and very like she gives a very compelling performance. But, you know, the first 4 episodes, I don't know, there's just like, it just wasn't interesting enough, or like there's just something that was like slow. I don't know. But these past 3 episodes have been really great, and I've found myself like really loving it and like wanting to watch one episode after the other. And so if you're looking for, well, first you should watch 13th. Did I tell you guys this? I don't know. I feel like I have so many conversations with you guys in my head sometimes of like things that I want to tell you, and then I like will have the conversation. Do you guys ever do this with like family members or best friends? I do this with my best friends too. I will like have the conversation in my head and then forget to actually have the conversation. That's crazy. Anyway, I think I may have had this conversation in my head. I don't think I actually told you guys. I think maybe I did. But I watched 13th, the documentary by Ava DuVernay, I want to say her last name is, on Netflix. It's also nominated for an Oscar. It is so amazing. Absolutely, that should be like the thing you watch on Netflix. It's brilliant. So good. So I would absolutely watch that first. It's all about incarceration in the U.S. and the problem of mass incarceration and how it relates to the 13th Amendment. So there's that. So after you're done watching that, then I would say if you like British history, if you like the history of like the royal monarchy of Britain, then The Crown would be an interesting watch, I think. If you like historical nonfiction, then I think it's interesting. And again, like Claire Foy is a brilliant actress, and so I think just even watching her performance, and there's like little, you know, it's little glimpses into her life that I didn't know, and I find quite fascinating. And now Queen Elizabeth II is like the longest reigning monarch in all of human history that we know of, and so I think that that's really like cool. And so to be kind of like taking a glimpse at just her whole life as queen is really fascinating and cool and interesting. And so if you're like me and you're like a super nerd and you love like British history and like British royal history, then this might be something for you. I would say just get past like the first maybe 3 episodes, because you know they drag a little bit, but the rest of it is really, really good, and I would highly recommend it. So anyway, I feel like, I think that was everything I wanted to tell you. There's so many things, so many things. But yeah, so I'm gonna go now because there's a lot of traffic and people get like a little crazy. They drive a little crazy when there's traffic. You'd think people would like slow down, but people tend to like get a little aggravated when there's traffic, and they like will speed up and cut people off, and I just like to be as aware on the road as possible. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, it just always means so much to me that y'all are here, and it's so fun to talk to you guys in the comments. So yeah, if you like my channel, if you like my vlogs and my videos, definitely share it with friends. Oh, also really, really fast, I wanted to say thank you to everyone so far who's commented on my How I'm Preparing for Pregnancy video, and thank you to a few people who have mentioned birth control. And if you are on birth control and you're looking to get pregnant, to stop taking birth control at least 6 months before you want to try having kids, because it messes with your hormones and stuff. I'm not on birth control, and I took birth control for like a month when I was 20 or something, but I've never really been on birth control, and so it didn't even pop into my head. But that's such good advice and like such a good thing to keep in mind. So yeah, thank you to everyone who brought that up. That's awesome. Yeah, anyway, okay, I'm gonna go, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a big thumbs up, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.